You know, when I look at what has happened thus far and the lot of, should I use the word, running arounds that is going on in our political sector in this country, I'm really wondering exactly what the real intent is. Apart from what they've talked about, that they want to unseat the current, president, which they have the right to unseat anyone if they can do that democratically through elections. But I'm looking at these men who have come together to form a new party, not really new, by the way, ADC, and what they're trying to pursue. Do you see something different about them that hadn't been there before, as men who have been in politics for quite a long time? Are you seeing anything different?
There's nothing different, personally, in my view. There's nothing much different because all of them have their, trajectories and their personnel and political trajectories as well, and what they stood for and what they have done in terms of governance. So those things are there. However, what I see is, in 2023 election, President Tinubu emerged the winner because there was division among these people. So I think right now they are coming to the realization that had we not divided our interests, had we put all we have in one basket, we could have put a bigger trigger.
So
I think
let me add to that then.
Is what is.
Let me add to that. If you're not seeing anything different about them, what would you then make of their chances come 2027?
The chances, like what I was saying, is that I foresee the differences that made them in the first place to pitch differently in 2023 are still living in them. They still have that differences, even though they may come together physically. But I see division because you remember PDP was thriving on this ideology of rotational policy, which they trampled on in 2023. They disregarded that zoning system. And that created a lot of confusion among the PDP. And that this coalition, the larger majority of them are people of PDP backgrounds. So I think those sentiments that caused them not to be able to unite in 2023 is still resident in them, is still in existence. And I will see this coalition being, having a kind of contention as well. And then you see the major person that the Nigerians are looking up to, I would say, is Peter B. in that coalition. That's the major person that people can say, okay, we have Peter B that we can look at in this coalition. And but then, how are we sure that these people who are gathering now will give Peter B all that he needs? Even though there may be promises right now, but I don't see, because they still have that, personal interest.
All right.